My name is Julene Darrell, and I am starting this YouTube channel because I want to help girls like me, or at least get more information about girls like me to help out, us girlies who don't really know where to go from self-care and personal hygiene and things like that. Like, it's just a whole bunch of stuff. I've done a little bit of research over the past 2 grades that I've been in, 7th and 8th, and now I am starting high school in August. So I'm posting this video today just to share a few things that I have in mind that I've heard from other people. Like sometimes professionals, sometimes people who have been to professionals and they have done certain things, or I've just heard it off of the internet in general. But I just want to find out some more information, and I want to help out any of the girls who don't know any information about personal hygiene and things like that. So I'll start off with hair. For me, when I get to high school, I was telling my mom I probably want to wash my hair every 2 weeks of the month. So I would start off the first week of the month and then head into the 3rd week of the month. And I would probably do that on Sundays. What I do know about hair is that shampoo should be, I'm not sure if it should be applied to your hand or your hair directly. I know for my hair, it doesn't necessarily matter whether you apply it to your hand or your scalp first, but I know you have to start at the top and that you have to work your way down to the ends. I usually get my mom to help me when it comes to doing my hair because my hair is more, because I'm still a beginner with hair, I'm still learning the process and everything. For me, necessarily at night, I would wear, for me personally, I call it a scarf, but I know other people call it like a do-rag or something else, or like a head wrap or something. But for me, what I feel like is best to keep your hair together in the night, especially when you sleep. If you're like a crazy sleeper, it depends. I think what I would do is put on that scarf over your roots necessarily. Put it over the roots and make sure that it's covering the roots. It's okay if the ends are out, because then you would put on a bonnet or a cap or whatever people call it. I know it's necessarily called a bonnet, but you would put that over the ends. That way your roots look neat in the morning. There is one thing that my mom told me to keep your hair moisturized, especially if you have locks like I do. In order to keep it moisturized, you should necessarily have it moisturized with water and then spray oil over it, or put oil in your roots necessarily. But what I've also heard is that it's not a good thing to have your hair wet every single day, because if it's wet every single day, it will tend to fall out, or little pieces will come out, like, or necessarily clumps will come out. So that's when I would recommend bi-daily. Bi-daily, I would wear a shower cap. So if you wash your hair on Sundays, you would wear your shower cap on the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and so on and so forth. However you make up your schedule. My edges, whenever my mom does my hair, she doesn't necessarily like edges. So she'll tend to like comb them back, or like brush them back with like a hard brush. But one thing that I would recommend is putting hair gel there to hold it down, because I know that you can't just like brush it back and it won't stay necessarily. But hair gel is recommended. For when you do wash your hair, I think it was on Pinterest that I saw someone had said it's good to put your hair, it's good to dry your hair with a microfiber towel, because they're more like softer and it's better for your hair, because there's benefits to it, but I'm not sure. And then accessories, if you want to accessorize your hair, you can use scrunchies, hair ties, claw clips, anything, whatever you would like. For me, I usually like to pull my hair back either with my own hair or with hair ties, but I do want to try scrunchies. I don't think I've ever put a scrunchie in my hair before, or maybe I have, but because I have so much hair, like, I can't necessarily hold it all back in a small scrunchie. And then also like accessories like beads and clips for your hair, or you know, little things just to decorate your hair. Like, have fun with your hair. Headbands, I don't know, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you could do to decorate your hair and express how much you appreciate your hair, because some people don't have any. And I think that if we just appreciate the little things that we have, it's just things like that. Like, just embrace yourself and enjoy being with yourself. And I have seen this recently, this one girl that she used castor oil water, rose water, and a hair growth oil in her hair, but it's like for locks and things like that. And now let's move on to skin. So for me, I have dry to like kind of sensitive skin, because my skin tends to be a lot sensitive when I'm trying out new products or anything, or just in general, like if I'm putting anything on my face, I have to check for things like that. But my skin does tend to be dry a lot, because in the morning when I wake up, it's dry. After I brush my teeth or after I wash my face, it's dry. I'm like, ugh, this is not a good thing. So for me necessarily, or for anyone else who has dry skin, I think that it's a good thing that if you get hydrating and moisturizing products, because your skin type it needs a lot of hydration and moisturization, so then it's, you know, more, it gives you that healthy glow, and it's not like, you know, it's not gonna be like irritating to you, or it's not gonna like crack up or anything. So for a cleanser, I would do a hydrating cleanser and then a moisturizing moisturizer, like a very good moisturizer. And then always wear sunscreen, whether you're inside, outside, wherever you are. Like, I recommend that a lot because you will get hyperpigmentation or like redness or anything on your face necessarily. Like, one of the girls in my class, from my 8th grade class, she came back from a cruise trip and her face was like completely a different shade than when she was at school the day before or the week before, and everybody was like, what happened? And she was like, I just didn't put enough sunscreen on. So definitely, wherever you are, whenever, if you have sunscreen or if you have availability to sunscreen, definitely use it. You can also have face mask for your regular routine, or toner or serum, or whatever you feel like is gonna help your skin have that healthy glow, or whatever goal you want to aim to. And I know there's people who say to use a double-sided cleansing brush, so then that way it's like, you know, you have that more of a cleansing type of feel. If you're like me and you hate when you're like doing your skincare and stuff and it's like running down your arms, you might want to get wristbands. And then if you don't want it to get into your hair, you can get a headband as well. And then it's good to have ice, or just an ice contouring cube or whatever. Just something that's like gonna help you with underbags. Because for me, I have really bad underbags, because you can kind of see it from either afar or not really. But ice is really good for underneath. And then for makeup, you should always have done your skincare before you do your makeup. And then if you still want to protect it, like if you want to keep your makeup there, I would recommend having primer, so that way it sticks. I know e.l.f. has really good primers. I know there's a blue and a pink. I don't know the name of them, but I'll probably give it later on. Then you can have whatever makeup. If you want to be all glammed up, you can be all glammed up. If you want to have a natural look like I do, I know there was this one girl that said she does concealer, and then like she doesn't do a lot. Like she just does concealer, pressed powder, she does a natural brow lift, and then she just does lip gloss or blush or whatever. For me, I don't necessarily like blush. It's not that it's bad. It's just a matter of trying to make it look good on black skin. But if you love blush and you want to use it on your skin, then it's all up to you. So yeah, concealer, pressed powder, brow lift, lip gloss, and whatever floats your boat, all that. Also for the brow lift, you could also have a spoolie, and the little tools that I put were a concealer brush, a beauty sponge, and a spoolie. So those things, I'll use them for the product. And then now we move on to lips, this third. For skincare, I chose, because my lips tend to get dry, especially because I have dry skin, I'm getting Vaseline. So then on Pinterest I saw this one girl, and she said you have to put don't be shy to get a whole bunch of Vaseline and then put it on your lips, but don't get too much to the point where it's like you're overusing it on your lips. But she said all you have to use is just get a Q-tip and then use a little bit of the Vaseline, and you just rub it on your lips until it feels like good enough for you. And then you leave it on there for 5 minutes, and then you'll get like a makeup wipe, or just she got a makeup wipe and she rubbed it off, but you could do whatever you want to wipe it off. For makeup, I love lip combos, so I was thinking about getting lip liner and lip gloss, just because I like to, I don't want to have so much of the same thing. And then for your teeth, definitely brush your teeth twice a day, morning and night. I like to be a little bit extra careful with it. I like to brush my teeth in the morning and then wait until breakfast, and then I'll eat my breakfast, and then I'll brush it right after I'm done eating breakfast. After I'm done eating breakfast, I'll brush my teeth after lunch, and then I'll brush my teeth after dinner, and then once it's time for bed, I'll brush my teeth again, just so then I know that everything is out. Definitely get a tongue scraper, especially if you have bad breath, and mouthwash. Also, don't forget to brush your tongue when you're brushing your teeth. And then I know you have to brush your teeth for 2 minutes, and make sure that you're always brushing in that circular motion. And then you can also get floss for any bits that you get stuck in your teeth. You can either get the floss picks or you can get the floss string. And then for me, just because I like to be extra careful, I'll get a water flosser. If your teeth are kind of sensitive, you can get kids toothpaste. I know that whitening toothpaste makes your teeth sensitive. That's what a dentist had told us, me and my class. So yeah. Now next is eyelashes. For me, my natural lash is long, but it's not long to the point where it's like crazy long. I don't know if you can see it through this. You can't really see it through the camera, but I'll probably take a picture later. For eyelashes, it's just mascara for that little natural look, castor oil for just the natural, like to embrace the eyelash, and then micellar cleansing water, so like makeup remover, to wipe off the mascara. And another thing is to when you're wiping off the mascara, you need to wipe it like gently, that way you don't like harshly ruin the lashes, and then let it grow naturally, so then it doesn't come out uneven. Now sometimes the lashes may look off, so if you have an eyelash curler, you can curl them when you're doing makeup. One thing that I would recommend is curl them before you put the mascara on, and then when you put the mascara on, I wouldn't recommend doing it again, because it can rip the lashes off, even if they're just natural. Next is eyebrows. For eyebrows, there's this one girl that's almost on, I think she's on Instagram and on Pinterest. I saw her. But all she did is she put natural soothing gel on her eyebrows, and then she just combed out the eyebrows, removed the itty bits that were there, and then she got eyebrow scissors to make it look neat and nice. And then she'll just remove the facial hair here. I did also see a facial hair remover, but whether you feel comfortable in your skin or not, you can or you don't have to remove the hair on your face. Okay, next is body care. For body care, there's still a lot of more stuff that I have to add because I have everything on in a list. So if I do miss anything, maybe in the next video or just in general, a post or something, I'll just fix it. So this is just the updated one that I have of now, and then I'll update it maybe later. So on the list I have Dove and Original Cleansing Bar. And then also with your body care, you just want to make sure that you clean yourself like really good. I know they say that loofahs carry dead skin, so you can either get an African net sponge or a silicone body scrubber for when you're washing. I know that washcloths are really good, or rags are really good. And then when you're picking out your signature scent for your bath, I usually look for stuff like at Bath and Body Works, and then I'll look for what matches the scent on Pinterest. So I chose Champagne Toast. Before I used to do strawberry, and I got that off of Body Collage. But because I'm going into high school, I kind of wanted to up the game up a little bit. So I was doing Champagne Toast from Bath and Body Works. So I have Dove, White Peach and Crushed Rice body wash and body scrub, and then Bath and Body Works Champagne Toast lotion and body mist, and then the Ariana Grande Pink Cloud perfume. Then for soft skin, I like to make my skin either glow or sparkly, or but I like for it to have that glow when I'm out in the sun. Like I like the sun reflecting the natural glow. So I have Vaseline Cocoa Cream and Vaseline Cocoa Oil. And then for hair removal, it's Nair. I use Nair because I don't really like to do the razors yet, so but if I would get a razor, I think I would probably get like either a sensitive one, because my skin tends to be sensitive whenever I'm removing the hair, so I have to like be careful. But I have the Nair Charcoal Leg Mask and the Tree Hut scrub. I think it's in a blue case. I don't remember the name of it, but everything will be updated later. Then for removing strawberry skin, because I like my skin to be like smooth, like as if it was my hand, not the little bumps on my arm. I tend to get it a lot on my legs necessarily, but it's understandable why I do. But I have Palmer's Retexture Renew Exfoliant Body Lotion, and then to even the tone out, like to even out dark spots and scars and things, it's Aveeno Even Tone Lotion. And then just any other extra things is like towels and a dry scrub brush, and other things like that. I'll add more later. Then for everything for women, for the down there and their kitty and all that, I chose the Equate Feminine Hygiene Wash, because for me, I know how there's odors and things like that, because sometimes I when I'm smelling something and I'm like, that might be from down there or something, or from someone else's areas. So Equate Feminine Hygiene Wash and the Hygiene Wipes. And then I have pH wash. It's a boric acid, I think one, a PhD boric acid one. And I know a lot of people don't like pH ones, so you could just get like a natural wash or anything if you don't feel comfortable with it. And then I have Azo gummies, and then cranberry juice, pineapple juice, and yeah, that's technically it. For perfume, I know I didn't say it in body care, but for perfume, I know they said that you have to use Vaseline for your pulse points. So I know it's like behind the ears, on your neck, on your chest, on your inner elbow, on your wrist, where else? Behind the knee, on your ankles, and I think there might be more, but those are the ones that I know of. And then for your hands and nails, my hands tend to be dry sometimes, so definitely a hand cream. And then I don't really have long nails, but I kind of want to grow them out because I tend to kind of bite the nails, but I'm kind of trying to stop the habit of it. But nail clippers, a nail file, and a nail strengthener, because I know that my nails are kind of weak from like biting. But until then, I'm either gonna probably get gel nails or press-ons, just in general, because I know my nails aren't long enough for natural things. And then for toenails, I was trying to find a foot wash, like for those little like tub thingies for your feet. I was trying to find a wash for it, but I couldn't find it. I couldn't find any. So if there's any suggestions, I guess. And then after I would be done washing, I would get Vaseline to moisturize my feet, and then plastic wrap it, and then put a sock over it and let it sit for at least an hour, and then take it off later on. Because I like my feet to be soft, especially because when I tend to wear heels, they kind of look dry. So I usually try to have it moisturized. Then for style, I go on Shein to find clothes. So the Shein shops that I have is Shein Mods, Sweet Slumber for pajamas, Mask Skirt for active wear, like workout clothes, and then extra things like Nenhai, I think that's how you say it, or Nenhei. That is a which shop is that? That is a Nenhai is a sunglasses, or like a glasses kind of, a glasses shop. Sharon, I think. That one is like jewelry. Nice Key is what is it? It's a bag shop. So I just found it on there and I was like, oh, these bags are so cute. And then Freya is like accessories for your hair. And then Romwe, I have just extra accessories. I was looking on SheGlam for makeup, but I can't really find anything. I think it's just because they updated Shein and stuff. So I don't know if they took off most of the stuff, but I know there used to be more because I looked on it before, so I don't know. But those are just the shops that I found. And then I also, once I get to high school, because I know I tend to have that little thing where I go back and forth with being healthy and then going into junk food again. So this time I want to try and focus on staying on the healthy route. So just drinking stuff that's healthy, so like water, 8 glasses a day. I know I don't usually drink 8 glasses a day on a daily basis, but I want to try and get myself into the habit of trying to drink more water. And then if there's people that are more like a juice person, there are like healthier ways. Like there's ice water, or you could get what are those things called? Like those little packets that you could pour into the water, but all you would have to do is just make sure that they're on a healthier side of things. And then you can also drink smoothies. I know I like smoothies, necessarily strawberry banana or mango pineapple, things like that. And then I'm still setting up the food necessarily, because I'm still trying to figure out what things I would like. But anyways, into exercise. For me, I work out five days in the week, because I know it's 7, but I only do Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then I just let Friday and Saturday rest. For me, because I know a lot of girls like Hourglass, I did like going into the Hourglass path, but I'm sort of kind of leaning into the pear body shape, so I kind of want to get more into that. So I'll probably be posting more information about my journey on that, because I kind of want to start this week. So if anything, I'll just post it or something. There's a lot of people that I look for, but I usually look on YouTube or on Pinterest. I know YouTube videos really help out. And then I make a little schedule for the entire month of what I do on those days. And then, yeah, that's technically kind of it. I know I have school supplies, but it's really just for school anyway. But yeah, things like that. Well, I hope you enjoyed the little tips, and this is my first video on this YouTube channel, I have another YouTube channel, but I'm kind of gonna start posting on this one more often, because on that one was for like, that one was just for fun and stuff like that. So this one I just want to kind of like help out girls, or you know, get more information on girls like me that don't really know much information. So but yeah, it's a big goal set for me, or goal setting that I'm doing for me. But I'll try and see if I can post the Google Doc, and then try and see if I can, what's it called, make a slideshow, I guess, for goal setting and stuff. But I just want to help out, and I want to start off on this new journey because I just graduated yesterday, so yay for me and my classmates. So I know I'm ready to start something new. But may God bless all of you, and I hope you enjoy spending time with me on this channel as much as I would appreciate all of you. And I hope you enjoy this video when you watch it, and yeah, so stay safe. Thanks.